Drake and Party Next Door trying to bypass UMG. Now, he's on Sony, meaning Party Next Door, and then Drake's on UMG. UMG is trying to hold up Drake and stop everything because he is taking them to court right now. They're going direct to consumer, which is very risky, but Drake is pretty smart. And we've seen him dodge his way out of a lot of stuff before, and he has a lot of money and power, so we'll see how that works out. While Mayor Adams of New York City, all charges were dropped against him. They were doing an investigation. His lawyer, though, that's where I was interested. Alex Spiro himself, the Terminator. Okay, he's Jay-Z's lawyer, and he's shooting down cases left and right. Doechii is now charting, finally, with her album after lots of favors were pulled. She has a great album, so don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm not coming for her artistry. It's just that they fast-tracked her. TDE pulled all the stops for her. She got a Tiny Desk concert, which people usually don't get until they're seasoned and are out for a few years. She got Grammys already for an album that sold 10,000 the first week. I mean, she's a great artist. Don't get me wrong. TDE signs quality artists. It's just that it was a little rushed. You know, it was a little obvious that favors were being pulled, you know. Gilly the Kid thinks that Drake will be back within a year, just like as strong as before. This was a setback and really a reality check that you can't go up against every rapper. You are too popular. People want to see you lose, you know? It's not just the fact, I'm not saying that Kendrick didn't give a good performance and beat Drake. But Drake, going up against a favorite artist like Kendrick, he was going to lose, you know? And Kendrick beat him. Ebro hates Drake. Okay, Ebro said Drake is, to quote him directly, he says, Drake is a sickness in the game. Yeah, Ebro is someone that ushered in payola, allegedly. Okay, that's what I've heard. In New York City, he used to be the program director, and all of a sudden they stopped playing New York City music and they started playing just down south music. It was almost like that money from the south was flooding in and it was being dispersed, and you didn't hear New York artists on the radio anymore, and he essentially helped kill New York City music. He blames it on 50 Cent for the division, but 50 Cent doesn't handle the direct program direction of radio. Radio, before Spotify and everything else, dictated what was hot and what was not. And Ebro used to be that person. Now he has such you shouldn't give that kind of opinion on Hot 97. That should be more of a podcast thing, which he has. He has a podcast. And that's where he should have probably shared this opinion. 50 Cent. Some people were speculating that he's going to come out at the MEECH concert today. I have no idea. You never know with 50 Cent. I highly doubt it, because accusing somebody of being a snitch is it's pretty serious. Okay, now Tammy Cowan, Cuffy, a bunch of other people have come forward. There's lots of sealed documents and testimonies that Tammy Cowan has, and recorded phone calls with MEECH that will be used in the documentary. The documentary might do more numbers than the series, to tell you the truth. Now, MEECH is very selfish. MEECH came home and tried to extort 50 Cent into getting more money as a consultant and controlling the show, you know, having complete control of the show. And 50 was like, whoa. I bought your life rights. That was a business deal. Just like people were saying, why is 50 mad at MEECH taking a picture with Rick Ross? Well, it was what MEECH did before that, then what he did after. He was aligning himself with an enemy of 50 Cent after he made a demand of 50 Cent. He was being petty. Then on top of that, you want to say, oh, why should you be mad at that? Well, then why should MEECH be mad at a business deal he made and he wants more later? You made the business deal. You made yourself a business deal. And honestly, nobody wanted the show before that. 50 Cent generated interest. A lot of studios didn't even want to really develop it. They didn't get greenlit, and it wasn't going to move forward. Diddy's demanding $100 million from NBC for accusing him of taking out Kim Porter when he was never charged with that. He has a case there. R. Kelly loses appeal NYC trafficking case after claiming prosecutors failed to prove he recruited women and for underage girls. Sexual racketeering scheme violated victims. R. Kelly and Diddy are nasty work. Diddy, I'm sure there's like a lot of things that they're overcharging him for, but he's done some crazy stuff, man. Like, it's undeniable. Obama predicted that Drake would lose to Kendrick 9 years ago. Always remember that, Drake. Obama does not like you. Little Reese's ex comes out and speaks about him pulling a gun on her, and she had to report him, and that's why he got 5 years for her own safety. She was carrying at the time too, baby. So you can go on Fly Girls Talk to listen to that full interview if you want to hear from Little Reese's ex. Jim Jones is acting like he never went to California, and he's very proud that he can go to the hood. Bro, how old are you, bro? Like, you've been there before. You've already proved this. Just say you're in Cali. It's just, and him and Whack 100 are going back and forth now. Jim Jones has a lot of weird cases that disappeared. It's weird. Spoken Reasons was arrested on several charges: gun, weed, and also unlawful transport of alcohol. He has a lot going on. It's people saying he hasn't been the same since Wow and Out. He got annihilated by somebody on Wow and Out. It was bad. It was bad. Then we got... Hold on one sec. Russell Simmons. The federal charges against him for taking advantage of a woman at Def Jam in the 90s was dropped because he's officially moved to Indonesia on a retirement visa. So he's there, and he has no residence in the U.S. He probably you do still have to, if you still have a U.S. passport, you still have to pay Uncle Sam. But as far as coming back, he dips in and out before they can even get him. Yeah, he's... Diddy should have did that, I guess. I don't know. It's like, it's crazy that Russell Simmons is just living in another country. And, like, people were like, nah, it's cool. Like, nah, there's something up with that, okay? You can go to the mountains here and get that kind of retreat. Indonesia? Jeez. Anyways, man. Check you on the next video.